Hello everybody, in this video we are doing another 5v5 scrim VOD review for a viewer of mine. This is his high school team. They are Diamond 2 Immortal players, and we are going to be kind of just reviewing the macro play of everybody. So pistol round buys seem fine here. I believe Astra dropped the Jet a ghost instead of buying full stars. Now, not having full stars is okay as Astra, but I really like having 2 stars at the entrance of each site, especially on pistol round where rushes are really common. All right, let's talk about what happened here. We see that Sky and Jet are both playing A site. Now, I think that Astra should be starting on A site personally. Now, the play here that Jet made was really bad. Now, let's talk about why the play here that Jet made was bad. You might think that getting 2 kills at the very start of the round is really good, but it's bad. Well, getting the 2 kills isn't bad, but the way she did it was really poor. If you are going to be playing Jet and you are going to be doing what Jet does right here, you need to think about a few things. Now, how can we peek cat without getting killed from tiles? Ask my Astra to smoke tiles for me. That's just one simple thing that you can do. And another thing is, all you have to do is get your Sky to come with you, who is right next to you. So you tell your Sky, hey Sky, I'm gonna go peek cat, come with me. Then your Sky flashes out middle and you get a free double kill without the enemies even being able to shoot back. Like right here, you got really lucky that they were lined up. You got really lucky that they didn't come out tiles and shoot you, because right here, like you just did a solo play. And you could have used your Sky really easily to win that round. And again, right here, like you guys are in a really awkward position. You should never hug this wall. What you want to do is use this left wall here kind of as the guideline. So as you're holding the angle, you want to hold from that wall instead of like here, because right here, you're cutting yourself off from like somebody coming in through this, this spot that you can't see. And your Sky sees it. That's why she's shooting here. And then you wide swing and you're already being shot. So this is an angle advantage thing. So if you don't know about angle advantage, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say angle advantage, where you're closer to an angle than the enemy is, and they are just going to destroy you because you are too close to the angle and you can't actually see them, but they can actually see you. So that is what happened there. All right, now we go into a retake. So we're playing together on retake. Your Sova uses his dart as your Astra uses her smokes. That is a really good play, but your Sova is not exiting heaven with his gun out. He's just exiting with his shock dart, which is really bad. Especially if you have a dart that they haven't broken here. You either need to use your shock darts earlier or just exit heaven with your gun out, because the enemies also have guns, you know? Now we are on Sky's POV, so we have 3 people towards B side. How are we going to play this? Is there a play in mind that we have? Okay, triple push B main. Great play. What went wrong? The main flash character on our team didn't throw a flash. If we get a flash here, okay, so what should have happened here is our Sova player should have bounced a shock dart from here to here. As our Sky threw a flash around the corner, then we peek them as they're flashed in half health. That is the absolute best play here. Not only that, but you could throw an Astra Star there too, to mess them up even more. So like all you had to do is use utility there, and you guys had a really good play, but you didn't use any utility. You just ran into the enemy team and let them kill you. So we have our Sova and our KJ both playing B side. I think in a situation like this, Killjoy should be on A site. Probably. You don't really want both Killjoy and Sova on the site, as they're both pretty good at holding down the site. And Sova can get information on the site that Killjoy's not on. So like, for example, if Killjoy's holding down a site, then she doesn't need to get information because she knows she has the utility to hold the site down if they just end up taking it. But on A site, you see it's completely open here, and your Sky is kind of using her flash to get information in A main, when your Sova could easily just drone that or just dart that at the start of every round. So now your Sova is playing on site and he's the one rotating. Your Killjoy should always be the one staying on site instead of rotating. Good job. KJ goes back. So there hasn't been anybody playing on A site. I don't know if you guys are just playing for retake or what, but it doesn't seem like you guys are actually holding down A site, which is fine as long as you guys are consciously playing for retake. And then look at this. You're using utility whenever your team's not ready. Again, this is solo queue plays. This is something you do with 4 randoms on your team, okay? But in a team scenario like this right here, Killjoy and Sky go and break door. And then whenever you break door, I'm going to throw dart and then you throw flash and then the enemies die and they lose the round. But instead, you're throwing your dart out here and the enemies can break it. They can, you know, hide from it. Then you get sucked here. So you got to tell your teammates to wait. Now you should start pushing out as your cat players are pushing out. Okay. This is good. It ended up working out pretty well here. And you guys won the round. But Sova should have saved his utility for much longer. We are now making a play towards A main with Jet, Sky, and Astra here. Jet has a shorty. All right, right here, you throw the flash out, do a quick peek. If there's nobody there, you grab the orb. If there are people there, then you don't. Okay, it seems like nobody's there. But that was a good play that you 3 are together there. That's what I like to see. You have 3 people taking something forcefully instead of just like one person hoping for the best. Jet is staying cat because she doesn't want to over rotate. That's good. Smart plays. Sky should be with her a little bit closer so that she can flash out if anything happens. Oh, okay. One thing for your Jet player is that if you don't have a guaranteed kill with your knives and you only have 3 knives left, don't just throw them out like that. All right, so there's 4 alive versus 4 alive. Clearing main here is really important. Good job. Clearing it with Sky Flash, making sure that nobody's here. There we go. We get the Jet op down. Perfect. And we know one's market. So now that we know one's market, what's the plan? Oh my God. Retaking with an op is awful to do. You really shouldn't have traded the guns with your teammate there, although it ended up working out. I think that right here, even with the operator, you need to go to site. You don't want to just sit out here and hold market, because even if Astra's still in market, as long as you guys get on site, all they have to do is come to you and you can hold a really easy angle instead of having to play out in the open like you were there. Let me talk about the smokes. All right, Astra smokes are very, very simple, boys. You put one there, then you put another one right here. Okay, then the cat smoke is fine. You put one there, and then you put another one right here. This is just to suck afterwards. Okay, next round. Let's see what we are doing. We are on the Sova player here. Sova and Killjoy again are playing on B site. Not really the best pairing. I think Sova needed to be a lot more ready with his ultimate there. Although he did end up getting a kill, he needs to be a lot more ready for when, you know, his dart pings. If he's like planning on using his ult. His positioning was a little poor, but honestly, he got 2, so I got mine type shit. All right, now we're retaking as a team, except for we're not because we used our Sky ult without actually setting up for retake. But we're pushing in as a team, so that's good. That's what we want. We have 4 players alive versus 3 players. Your Jet is already out heaven. Okay, your Jet is already out heaven. This motherfucker. You tell, hey, Bagel, tell Dylan that he needs to chill. He needs to fucking chill. I get it. He thinks he's 10s, but he needs to chill. Like, okay, like right here, like you have smokes. You have a smoke here. Just use it. Just use the smoke. If you're afraid of one person being cat, just use the smoke. Okay, and then we use our Killjoy ult for retake. Use our Sova dart as we stick the bomb. The enemies have no way to actually stop this. Blaze needs to learn that crouching isn't the move. And then we win the round. So it seems like your KJ has had the exact same setup every single round, and that is very punishable by better teams, and you will learn that in the future. So suggest to your Killjoy that he learns a different setup for a few different rounds. I like that she actually, I don't like that she recalls her utility there, because Killjoy ult is really indicative of a fake. A lot of the times in higher elos, especially if you're very aware of them having it. But in this situation, it doesn't seem like it's a fake, so I guess it's fine that she recalled her utility. Okay, look how sloppy this retake is. As soon as the Astra ult, or as soon as the Killjoy ult goes down, you can see that your Astra dies very early. She's peeking out alone. And again, you guys are not ready for this retake yet, okay? You need to stop peeking before you're ready for the retake. Like, you guys just absolutely just start solo peeking and shit. Do not do that. You need to be setting up your retake strategy with the Astra in heaven, and then you need to be executing on it. It's kind of like a site take, where you set up all your stuff, then you do it instead of just going like with the flow. Astra smokes tiles while 4 people push B main. Holy shit, how is this strategy going to work out? Let's talk about this. On Astra, you have a Sheriff and you have a Phantom. First off, give your teammate the Sheriff. Secondly, your teammates are ecoing. So this Phantom here is really, really important to this round. And you losing it in middle is really bad. On eco rounds where you have 1 rifle, you need to be trading it. And what I mean by that is you need to be dying in positions that your teammates can just pick the gun up and then continue to fight. So being in this situation is pretty poor because you're just dying in middle here and you're expecting them to go B site as 5 instead of having 1 top mid like they did there. So that's a really bad situation where you're pretty much giving up the round because you're trying to like rush down mid and flank the enemies with the Phantom. All right, this round we were watching Dylan with his Opereta. All right, Dylan, one pro tip that I can give for you is that your dash as a jet player, it actually goes pretty far, believe it or not. Crazily enough, you can push far left of this turret so that it doesn't see you, and then you can take a shot and then dash away. But that's just a game theory. Okay, we pop our mollies. We get insane value from those mollies. Incredible value from those mollies. All right. Now that you've done that, the enemy team will never, ever run into those mollies again. And now we see the aggressive enemy team, or now we see an aggressive team run into the enemy with the operator. It was fine to run into him there because he had an op, although actually it wasn't. You guys don't have a lot of money. The enemy team has enough to rebuy an operator if he dies. So it wasn't actually worth it to die for his op there. Would have been better to let him save. Oh, Dylan. Oh boy. Ouch. All right, so Dylan, once you get found out on A main here, you should go heaven instead of back gen because you have your op. You need a plan to escape. Okay, Sova's ulting on B. Did we just blind ult here? Oh, no, we saw him with the dart. Okay, so we know that their killjoy is B and there's at least one A. I believe Sky was A. So we need to save our utility in case they do a hard hit at Sova. Don't just try and hit random shock darts unless you absolutely know that they're there. And your Sky and Astra are playing together. This is really good. Astra should be playing a little bit closer, ready to peek off the Sky Flash. Right here, you guys can make an incredible play if they're pushing up Cat by walking into that smoke, flashing out of it with Sky Flash, and then, oh my god, their race is a mad lad. And then flashing out of it with Sky Flash. No! Dude, come on. Don't let your Sky just do that. All right, so one thing I want to talk about here is how often the enemies have played Cat after they've pushed on site. So almost every single round, the enemies have played on Cat and flanked you from Cat as you're trying to retake from tree. Just about every single round. So actually, the best way to counter this is to have like your killjoy rotate through middle here instead of having your whole team go through spawn. That would allow you to flank the enemy Cat player, and it would have easily allowed your team to deal with the Cat flank a lot easier. Okay, you guys are playing off site, rotating extremely quickly because the enemies are doing a killjoy ult on A. Okay, there's already enemies in Cat here. And your Sky ults, flashes out too. Yep, we know there's one Cat. Your Sky goes a little bit too hard here. You can wait to swing. You can use your next flash. It's not that important, but still a good team play, playing together. I'm gonna end the VOD here. We're gonna cut this into 2 videos because it's pretty long. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, subscribe on Twitch, dislike, smash that dislike button, hit the bell button for the notifications. Ring! You're gonna hear that every single time I upload a video, and you're gonna be able to learn so much from my Valorant content. And what is up, guys?